Hi Aries, welcome or welcome back to the channel. We're doing your love messages for the next 2 weeks. I've already pulled our cards, so we'll get straight into it. So, first up, we have your energy as here and now. So it says, it's easy to yearn for a love affair or friendship that you may not have right now. One that is more romantic, more fun, more reliable, or more passionate. The good old days are gone and the new day has dawned. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you have the relationship you desire or not. Tomorrow is beyond your reach. Yesterday cannot return. The now is all the time that's available to you. Stay present and aware that in this moment, as you cherish and approve your beautiful self, you are a magnet for love. Spirit is madly in love with you right now. Did you know that? Turn to Spirit to feel the joy of love in the here and now. So I feel like you're in a situation, you might be in a relationship that you're kind of like maybe feeling like the other person's maybe not putting in enough effort, or like you guys just aren't in a good place at the moment. Or it could be that you don't have the person that you want to be with in your life right now. And then on their side, we have truth be told. So are you willing to do whatever it takes to experience the prosperous life you desire? If you want to be an artist, that is not the right part. That's prosperity messages, excuse me. So this is people tell you who they are very quickly if you're willing to listen to what they say and pay attention and how they behave. This card calls you to engage in heartfelt, open conversation. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based in your personality and experience up to now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back, speak your truth and listen. So your person basically wants to tell you something about how they're feeling, or about where they stand, like maybe about if you guys, for example, are in a situation where you're in a relationship and you're kind of like, well, I need more out of this, and they're kind of like, well, I can't give that to you because I'm too busy with X, Y, and Z, or it's kind of like speaking the truth about how they feel about the situation, where they think it's going. There's definitely a conversation coming in here. Then we have the full moon in Capricorn, and it says the end of a tough cycle approaches. So it says, how hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you are wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecast. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you're prepared to pull out all the stops to make your professional dreams come true without being ruthless. With the love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is troubled, prioritize it more. Release control and trust the universe. A professional project may be ending now. Admit it if you've been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Find a balance between your personal and private lives, and it's time to stop fearing the worst. So there's definitely something here that maybe, I feel like it could be this person is not seeing the truth of the situation. You could be in a position where you're either, kind of saying to them, like, if you don't get your stuff together, and give me the effort that I need, then I can't keep doing this. And this person is like, needs to see the truth. Like, you're telling them how you're feeling right now, and they're not, I just feel like they're not seeing what the truth is, that you're telling them who you are and what you want. Your advice then we have is the Peacock Spirit, let it shine. So it says, when is the last time you shook a tail feather and shined your light for all to see? Within each of us is Peacock Spirit, yearning for expression, and you are called now to show the world the gorgeous creature you are, for you are a manifestation of Spirit. Come out from the shadows, Peacock Spirit says, and show your true color so that others may be inspired to express their own exquisiteness. Dance as if you remember that you are made of stardust and grace, filled with life force, energy, and sparkling light. You are a channel for divine love, and your dance is one of a kind. Catch the light and help it to shimmer and dance in celebration for your good fortune of being right here, right now. Spirit wants you to be joyful so that others may get up and dance along with you. So basically, you need to kind of either put yourself out there in some way, or that's if you're single, or if you kind of in separation with someone. It's like, actually remember who you are, look at your own confidence, and kind of show the world who you really are, like, and be fun, be joyful, like start living in the moment, in the present moment, here and now. Okay, so let's see. So I want to see what is Aries person's feelings right now, what are the messages, and what is coming in. We want to see your person's feelings. We want to see the situation, the obstacles and blockages, their next actions, and the outcome, and then the overall energy. So your feelings, Queen of Cups, their feelings, the Emperor. 10 of Cups is the situation. 5 of Wands as the obstacles and blockages. 2 of Swords as their next actions. 6 of Pentacles as the outcome. And then bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. So there's definitely a need for clarity in this situation with the King of Swords being here. So someone needs to communicate. Someone needs to speak their truth over here. And you guys need to look at things from an analytical viewpoint, right? And from a logical standpoint. Someone could not be focusing from the heart, and it could come across as this person is being cold because they're not speaking from the heart right now. They're more speaking from what makes sense. Okay, so with your feelings being the Queen of Cups, I do feel like you have a lot of feelings for your person. You like to care for them, you like to nurture them, you like to show them that you love them. But right now, in these next 2 weeks, you're holding that back. For some reason, you're kind of putting that into yourself rather than putting that into them. And that's good. Always put stuff into yourself, or love into yourself. And then we have the Emperors, their feelings. So they definitely do want to take action towards you. They kind of are planning a future with you in some way. And they do want to kind of like take this relationship to the next level or level up in some way. But they also want to come across as like someone who is reliable, like someone you can count on. And they probably want to take the position of the provider in this relationship, or like kind of the one who wears the pants, maybe. We have the 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups is the situation. So it seems to me like you guys are in a relationship, which is what I was mostly getting from these 2 cards. I do think that maybe there is a relationship going on, but there's maybe like you're wanting something more from this relationship, and they're kind of like, you know, needing to kind of see the truth more clearly of what you're saying. But the 10 of Cups is also about being happy, being connected, spending time with family. You know, it is ultimate happiness for you and everyone around you. So if that's the situation, great for the next 2 weeks. Anyway, 5 of Wands is the obstacles and blockages. So there could be a bit of drama going on at the moment, or maybe even competition. There could also be some sort of arguments or disagreements, something that you guys aren't quite on the same page with, and that might be causing a conflict between the 2 of you. Then the 2 of Swords is their next actions, is basically to kind of stay stuck, maybe even be in a standstill. They could be being a little bit stubborn with the Emperor over here. But they kind of need to make a decision, but in order to make the decision, they need to take off their blindfold and see things clearly to be able to see what path to take. And then the 6 of Pentacles is the outcome, is that there will be balance brought into this connection. There'll be an equal give and take. You might be needing something from them and they're going to be giving that to you. Maybe it's the effort, maybe it's their time, maybe it's even finances. But you will be getting something from them. It could even be a gift. But I more feel like it's something that you've said that you need help with. So, okay, let's get some clarifiers. So what is the Queen of Cups? 8 of Swords. There's something you're not seeing clearly either. You're kind of stuck in your own mind, maybe overthinking certain things. Sorry, Aries. Having a little bit of anxiety. I do see that you have your feelings towards this connection is that you want this kind of balanced approach between the 2 of you. You want to have moderation within the relationship. You do have patience to try and make this work in the long term. But it's kind of like, you're like, okay, well, why? With the Queen of Cups and the 8 of Swords, it's kind of like, why should I give to this situation if I'm feeling like kind of stuck in the situation, like there's no movement forward, or there's no clear thinking, or something along those lines. With the Emperor, what's this? We have the Hermit. So they feel like there's a need for healing something in the connection, or maybe to try and gain more wisdom. Maybe they're trying to get to know something about you better. They could be feeling like there's something that they need to kind of also shine the light on, like tell the truth about, or gain some sort of like clarity on the situation by maybe talking things through. But the Hermit is also about like isolating. So it could be that you guys are not talking to each other right now, or in separation or something like that. But the Hermit being there, there's definitely some sort of like teachings that they feel like maybe you're a teacher to them, like you're teaching them about how to be in a relationship, how to communicate their feelings maybe, or just to how to spend some time alone. Maybe you feel like you spend too much time with this person, or vice versa, like you feel like they don't spend enough time with you in some way, that you're kind of trying to get back on the same page of the amount of time you guys spend together. The Wheel of Fortune is definitely they feel like you're a destined connection, like they were meant to meet you in some way, and that you have changed their life for the better. So what's the Ten of Cups? We have the Four of Cups, and then the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It could be that there's a lack of focus on the relationship right now in some way. Like someone wants the Ten of Cups, but instead they're getting the Four of Cups, which basically means someone wants like fulfillment and happiness and togetherness, and they're not actually getting that. They're being offered something, but they're not really focused on that offer, right? Because they're too focused on other things in their lives. So it could be that there's a lot going on right now, that either this person or you don't have time to focus on the relationship, and that's the situations that's needed. But this is also like someone who's feeling dissatisfied because maybe it's like someone's been like, one person in this relationship has been all like cuddly and let's spend time together and let's go out and let's do things and like, you know, that type of thing. And the other person's like, I'm too busy right now, like I also need my alone time, I also need to just like see my friends, I need to be able to, you know, go to work, like situations like that. Maybe there's like a sense of dissatisfaction when it comes to the happiness or the connection in the relationship at the moment. Like there's definitely a good offer here, but the offer is not being seen, and the offer is like, maybe someone's wanting to offer you to go like, let's go on more dates, let's be more romantic, let's have more fun, and someone's not satisfied with how the relationship is in its present form. So what's the Five of Wands? The Eight of Wands. So this could be a situation where there's a lot of communication going back and forward, but I feel like there might be miscommunication, like there might be misunderstandings in some way, because maybe you're saying things before you speak, or they are, and then it's causing an argument or a conflict, because then it's like, why would you say something like that? And then we have the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck as well. There could also be a lack of communication altogether, which is causing a conflict. And the Six of Swords is about needing to kind of move to a much more peaceful time after rough waters, but there's lessons to be learned, and maybe someone is just not focused on like what they should be learning with that teacher energy there with the Hermit. Sorry, Aries. What's the Two of Swords? Two of Swords in the reverse. So they will get unstuck out of this energy. They will make a decision in some way. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So they will make the decision to kind of fully commit and come forward, maybe to be more stable with you and show you, maybe even help you out financially in some way, like I said, or to just be reliable. But at the moment they're in this place of needing to kind of take their time to think this through. Okay, so let's see, what is the Six of Pentacles? Five of Swords. And the Devil at the bottom of the deck. So with the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Swords, this is about some sort of like mental angst regarding balance, right? So there could be a situation where you guys are having arguments over like stupid stuff, and like someone's like trying to win the argument the whole time. So it's like, ugh, can you just, like, we're supposed to be on the same team here, like, can you stop fighting me? I'm trying to work with you. And that's what you're trying to get back here. The Devil is like that there's some sort of unhealthy attachments or obsessions going on at the moment. Maybe it's your way of thinking, maybe it's a form of codependency, maybe it's something that you need to let go of in order to move forward, like forgiveness or something like that. Maybe there's something from the past year that you're struggling to let go of, and it could just be your beliefs. So let's see. I want to get some oracle cards here. Okay, so I want to see what are Aries' feelings towards their person. Exhaustion, drain, depletion, and long journey. So maybe in this situation you're like, I'm just tired of telling them over and over again what I need out of the situation, and they're not really acting on it. We have soulmates, deep love, unity, and connection. You do see them as a soulmate, as a very deep connection. You have a lot of love for them, but you're tired with like how the situation has played out. You're tired of having to put in the work into this relationship, maybe because of these misunderstandings and this drama that keeps happening. And I just feel like it is like miscommunication, like you guys are not on the same page about where you guys each stand, or about something that you're trying to tell them. They're understanding it a whole different way, like you guys are speaking different languages right now. So what is Aries person's feelings? We have open heart, receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. So they are open with you. They do want to have an honest discussion. They do want to try and make things work with you. We have return, second chance, opportunity, and making amends. So if you guys have had an argument or a fight or a disagreement or in separation, they do want to be open and try and see, can you guys make things right together? So what's the outcome for these two over the next 2 weeks? Shallow, hollow, empty, and boredom. That's that Four of Cups energy. So it's kind of like at the moment there could be like a standstill in this connection, and you've tried to communicate this, you've tried to kind of tell them this, but you're kind of like exhausted now with saying the same thing over and over again, and they're kind of like, well, I don't understand, like let's try and talk this out. And you're like, I've spoken so many times about this, like I can't keep doing this. And then we have stress at the bottom of the deck, turbulence, tension, and arguments, which is this Five of Wands, and then the Five of Swords there as well. So I just feel like you guys are just not on the same page at the moment. And that's what the issue is. There needs to be a bigger sense of communication between the two of you. And it could be that you're being very hot-headed or stubborn, like it says in the full moon in Capricorn. Or maybe they are. Who knows? But there is just some form of communication that's required between the two of you. So let's see what's coming in for Aries for their love life for the next 2 weeks. We have honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. You guys could be going on holiday together right now, or just maybe even like trying to get back into the honeymoon phase. We have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, so you do need to pour that love into yourself with the Queen of Cups there. Okay, and what else? We have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So maybe you guys need to be a little bit more lighthearted in this connection, maybe to reconnect in some ways, basically to put love into yourself, to be playful with each other, and maybe even go away together or have a little weekend getaway or something like that. And we do have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, the here and now. So you need to focus on yourself and putting in your love and energy into yourself right now, and enjoying your time, having fun. Like that type of energy is what you need to focus on right now. Sorry for that interruption. So let's see, what does Aries person want them to know? This is usually for people in separation. If I left you before you could leave me, we have I'm so attracted to you. There was attraction at the bottom of the deck there, so I see that. What else? we have I can't stop thinking about you, which is definitely this Eight of Swords energy. Maybe it's you who can't stop thinking about them, but I think it might be mutual. And then with the I left before you could leave me, maybe it's kind of like that was an insecurity of theirs. Like that's why the Hermit is there. They were like, I'm going to take action before they do. And then I want to be more than friends. So it could be a friend that you're dealing with, but I don't see that. Could be though. So that was what I have for you, Aries. I hope it resonated. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate the like on the video because it really helps the channel grow, and I'd appreciate that. And then I will see you guys again either next week for your general reading or the following week for your love messages. Take care.